Okay, let's get straight go straight away now. So let's get real. Have you ever noticed how this money, the debt, and the work seems to control your life more than you control your life? How many of you are so much accepting the weekend only life to be for yourself and to be with your family? Yeah, you're told to work hard, get by getting a good job. You're told to study hard, get a good job, work hard, and to buy a house with the name of debt called as good debt. Yeah, but no one tells you this, the ugly fact and the ugly truth about the time tied income, the income trap, and so-called good debt. See, one thing I would like to bring in here, very most important thing, I would say the most important thing nobody talks about, the trap, the time-tied income trap. It means your hours or your limit. It becomes your limit. As long as your income is based on the number of hours you work, it becomes an income trap, time tied income trap. And what's the thing is behind us? There are two things. The time is finite. Yeah, you can't deny that. It's capped. And if you're going to sell your time or trade your time for money, your income will also be capped. So your life will also be capped. And if you second thing is if you stop working, the money stops too. It means there is no cash flow. Your entire income model becomes linear and your life becomes capped, linear, because it is so much tied to the time. That is what is making you to accept the overtime or extra hours of work, either in your job or small business or self-employed. And it makes you to keep selling your time. And on top of it, to furthermore to control and financially slave you, they brought in the debt in the name of good debt. Yeah, you all may be very familiar with this term, good debt. I'm going to unpack this one untold fact. The debt only becomes a good debt if it is backed up by the income which is not tied up to the time. The fact here is most of them falling into the term called as good debt when their income is tied up to the time. Get it? When the income behind it doesn't depends on your hours, it becomes a good debt. But if that same debt is backed up by the income which is tied up to the time, your time, it's not a good debt at all, irrespective of whatever the property you asset you buy. That is not how the 3% play. And that is what exactly they do not want to know you, to know about it. They don't want you to know. They don't want to teach you as well. Why? Because if you know this, you will escape out of their trap. You can't be controlled, you can't be financially slaved, and they can't sell their mortgage, they can't sell their debt in the name of good debt. Because that's not how the 3% play. The 3% who escaped from that played a different game. Their first focus was to detach, to untie the income from their time, to protect the time, to focus on achieving the time freedom first with a purpose, and then diversifying the income into the property or stocks and shares. But you have been told the myth, property first, because they develop the scarcity with a demand, unnecessary demand. But as long as it's funded by others, it is a slow, exhausting trap, and it's a lifetime trap, irrespective of whether it's a good debt or bad debt, if your income is tied to the time. This is what We were that too. We were in the same journey too as what they said, what we have been indoctrinated, conditioned to. We migrated to this beautiful country. We also fall into the trap in the name of good debt. We also fall into the mortgage and the property and every bit of the shit things they said to us. And within 7 years time, we realized, oh, your strategy may not be right. You may be saying, if you're a property agent or buyer's agent, you may say all the enough of those shit things. We did every bit of the thing. One or the other blaming each other. Oh, that fellow didn't you didn't buy in this. No, come on, enough of those shit. The thing is, as long as your income is not, if your income is tied up to the time, every single thing is, you will be playing their game, and they will financially slave you by controlling you, by keep on selling their debt in the name of serviceability, borrowing power, line of credit, credit scoring, equity, every single fancy thing they bring it in front of you, saying it's a hard earned money. That itself is absolute shit. Because they do not want you to get away. They do not want to achieve that freedom. Because once you achieve it, they can't control you. And that's why we daringly, courageously shifted out of that conventional method, and we realized, we let go of our ego, we ditched whatever we learned before and started taking the complete ownership and responsibility and started learning to build an uncapped leverage income first, to detach of that time from the income that we make, using the system with automation through high ticket leveraging, by leveraging the OPT, that is other people's time and other people's money. And followed by that, in 10 months time, I was able to retire from my 23 years job, and also I helped my wife to retire early too. And we are living our every single day with our family on our own clock, on our own terms. Yes, of course, it comes with some sort of financial challenges as well, but the happiness behind it is an ultimate with purpose. That's a life. So my question to you is, if your income stopped today, how long could you sustain your life without getting panic? How long? And if you're in the debt in the name of good debt, I'm going to ask you this. Is your debt serving you, or you serving your debt? Is your debt serving you, or you serving and working hard for your debt? Yeah, I have to, because if I don't work, I can't pay. Yeah, that's the problem here. Because your debt, so-called good debt, what they told you, the lie, is not a good debt because your income is tied up to the time. Irrespective of whether it's equity or whatever the shit they say. So is your debt serving you, or are you serving and working hard for your debt? The third most important question, let this land and ask yourself this. Will the path you are on let you retire early? And if it is so, when? So will the path you are on will let you retire early or not at all? So this is why on tomorrow, exactly tomorrow, by between 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, in our Break Free Blueprint Masterclass, we are going to unpack, reveal every single thing, no fluff. You will see exactly how to escape the grind as how we escape, how to retire early and as how we retired early, and build a legacy for generations on your terms. See, the spots are limited because we go deep and tailor it to you and only for the right people, not for everyone. So if you're serious and if you're half committed, it's not for you. If you're really determined, just comment I am now. The point is, the thing is, because the next 52 weeks, it means a 1 year, The next 52 weeks will either look exactly the same if you don't make any change, or they will be the year you broke free out of it to change the trajectory of your generations. It's the choice you make by giving permission to yourself, irrespective of your fear, skepticism, scarcity, scared, whatever shit it is. Use the fear before it uses you to step out of the comfort zone. It's time now to wake, rise, and evolve. It's not another motivational shit. Whereas I'm in a big mission towards my vision to help fellow migrant families to succeed together and live meaningfully with family, with freedom, with prosperity. If you see yourself that you are here to be more, to do more, to have more, to give more, to impact more, instead of settling for average mediocrity for a week in only life, if you see yourself that kind of person, and if you're committed to it, let's go. Drop I am. Talk to you soon. By tomorrow. Live your life to the fullest. We succeed together. Cheers. Bye.